Justin Ray Rutledge, May 2nd, 1980, in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Don't hold it against me. My folks were, my mom at the time was a waitress in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and my dad was working at the theater by the sea, and they met and dated long distance for a period of time, and subsequently had me kind of by accident, and was born in New Hampshire, and I say Portsmouth, that's where my folks met, but I was actually born in Exeter. And so 2 weeks after being born in Exeter, I moved to Winston-Salem. My dad grew up in King, my mom grew up in Massachusetts, King, North Carolina, right by Mount Airy. And so at the time, my dad was working for the School of the Arts in Winston-Salem and the Stevens Center. And so moved to North Carolina. I grew up in Winston-Salem, went to R.J. Reynolds High School. Started playing baseball, basketball, and football at a pretty young age, but baseball was always my aspiration, and played that year-round through high school. Really wanted to go to college and play ball. I got an offer from Presbyterian College, but I think I wanted to go to college more than I did want to go and play baseball, so I skipped out on Presbyterian and ended up going to Appalachian. Baseball deal obviously did not work out, but I did in high school. I was a pitcher, and I ended up getting lateral epicondylitis, tendonitis, and tennis elbow all at the same time, my right arm, and I never took care of myself well enough to get past high school. But needless to say, went to Appalachian, knew Sloan at Appalachian, and got reacquainted with Sloan when we moved back here to Statesville. But graduated from Appalachian in 2003, got a major in finance and banking, oddly enough, and went straight to work for BB&T in 2003, and have been at BB&T since then. Joined BB&T's Leadership Development Program in 2003 and trained in all the different aspects of banking for the first 2 months, and then for the latter 4 months, trained in my specific concentration, which at the time was mortgage lending. My aspiration was really business lending. The spots had been filled for that group, so they asked me if I'd be interested in mortgage banking, and so I said sure, because I wanted a job and I was ready to get out of college and have a job. So I started with the bank and mortgage lending, and did that for 3 years. But as I said, the aspiration was always business banking, and had an opportunity to join the BB&T commercial banking team in Mooresville back in 2006, and so spent 5 years in Mooresville. Spent a year in Wilmington, and have been back here in Statesville for a year. After college, at the time, met my wife in Winston-Salem. She had a friend who was in school at Wake Forest and was down in Winston-Salem visiting. Her folks asked if she would ride down with her friend to get her back to school, and they'd fly her back to Wisconsin. So we met out in Winston-Salem and dated long distance for a year and a half, and got married. We have 2 little girls, 3 and 4. I've got a younger brother, a younger sister, and an older half sister. Funny story. My little brother has 2 kids the same age as ours. He's got his 3rd on the way, but their first was a girl, and then we had 2 girls, and then he had another boy, and they've got another boy on the way. But after girl number 2 for us, I was on the phone with Grandma up in King, and we called, and actually this was before we had her, but we found out we were having a girl, and called Grandma and said, "Grandma, we're having a girl." She goes, "Well, you guys are so blessed, and it's okay that you're not having a boy." You know, Grandma really wanted to carry on that name. I was like, "Thanks, Grandma." I'm just happy to have a healthy baby. But so anyway, I've been back here in Statesville for a year, and really excited to be a part of this Rotary group, and excited to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself, and just appreciate the friendship and camaraderie and everything that I've gained over in Rotary the last year or so. So thank you.